Okay. Sorry, I just need to get myself into the swing of things. Um, Hello everyone. It's me, your boy Dominic, back again with another video. Welcome back to the Clopdrawer Podcast. Wait, sorry. Domcast Podcast. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Yeah. Uh, I can probably tell that it hasn't been too long since the last video, since this one. At the time of recording this, the my other podcast video has just been uploaded, so that's probably good. Yeah, I just want to talk about how I've been uh, I've been trying to get into anime recently, and I was looking up a bunch of animes on Netflix to see where to start, and I was thinking to myself what sort of anime could I watch that could make me interested in this series? And then I saw oh, it's oh I sh- oh there's this Seven Deadly Sins thing. All right, I'll start off with that. And Seven Deadly Sins, I this anime is probably one of my I don't know. It reminds me a lot of RPGs, like classical RPG fantasy games, like Tribes of Mana or Final Fantasy, and it's so cool to me, just the way just the whole anime in general. I've only watched like the first season of it, but I'm hoping to binge season two, three, four, and I think there's a fifth season that's already been released. It's probably already English subtitles, so I'll probably watch it. Cause um when I first decided to watch anime, I was thinking okay, should I don't know if an English dub will really be loyal to the original stuff. So I decided that okay, I'll just watch the anime in English subtitles, so that way I can hear the Japanese but read the words. I don't mind that at all. I actually find it just okay at best. I think this is also one of the first animes where I'm just like all the different sort of outsmarting the characters is a main trope, because there's a bunch of moments in this anime where a lot of the hero characters are nearly about to lose, and then all of a sudden they just pull out this whole new tactic on the villain, and it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And to be honest with you, I just think it's just awesome. It's just an awesome thing to me. Okay, the villain's aha, my power is at this max level. You will never be able to exceed it. And then all of a sudden the hero's just no, no, that's not true. And then the villain just blasts some kind of energy ball and it's just haha, I countered back at you. No, and it's just you're thinking to yourself, what? How does that work? And then the villain all of a sudden just pulls haha, that didn't actually damage me or do anything. And then the hero's oh no! And then he just pulls out something else, and it just works like that. And yeah, I think anime is just. I think I've finally gotten into anime with this series. The whole season to me is just really interesting. Um, what was I gonna talk about? Something about something else. Yeah, but Seven Deadly Sins, it has a good story. The characters are really well rounded. I really like the whole plot of it being a redemption arc or something like that. They're trying to clear the names of themselves. Sorry, I dropped my bottle. They're trying to redeem themselves, because the whole point of the anime is that they were falsely accused of killing um one of the knights, and okay, let me try to explain from the beginning. There's basically this whole war that's going on between the humans, holy knights, and demons. essentially the demons were eventually vanquished by the Holy Knights. But then, a crime happened not too long ago that ended up making all the seven deadly sins uh, outlaws essentially, and they were kicked out of the kingdom entirely. But they didn't even do the crime themselves. Someone else had actually committed that crime, and that's why it ends up like being such a like it's the whole anime is basically like that whole the seven deadly sins group trying to redeem themselves and like clear their names. And also the holy knights are actually evil. Well, it's not like okay. It's at first it's like the way it's set up is that like like they're meant to be seen as the heroes in the story, but then like you do see the sinisterness of it. The other holy knights, while some of them do eventually like realize like what they're doing is wrong, but by the time they realize it, they're probably either dead or like they've lost their powers or something like that. I don't know. It's uh the whole like then like a few years later after that whole like incident with the killing, like they one of the princes of the kingdom, Elizabeth, she goes off on this journey to like find all of the seven deadly sins. She finds this kid. Well, he's not really a kid. He's more of a man just in a kid's body. Mediolus, and like just just the sheer amount. Like I really like him as a character. Like somehow he's a powerful like character with incredible strength and like he's also like part demon for some reason, which is interesting, I guess. I don't know. Like also if you also I should probably mention like spoilers for this anime just in case. I'll probably like put a spoiler in the comments, like probably in the description actually. Yeah, that sounds better. But yeah, it's later on that we find out he's a demon of some sort. He's able to like heal himself, like recover from his injuries, such and such. Yeah, it's some interesting stuff, I have to admit. Um, from what I can tell, what is like, and then like he's also been portrayed as this really huge pervert for some reason because he's always like trying to look into Elizabeth a lot of the time, and it's just and he also has this like pet pig slash best friend called Hawk, and she essentially is meant to keep Mediolas in check to make sure that he doesn't end up like trying to seduce this poor girl. It's they do eventually. I think like they sort of like kind of sort of get together at the end of the season one. Um, like I don't think their relationship is like fully established yet, but it's just sort of in the whim of it all. Like it's just sort of like a will they won't they situation. And admittedly I enjoy that sort of thing, but like if there's no actual payoff by the end of the anime, then what is the point of me watching the fucking anime? I'm sorry. I just like enjoy couples like eventually because I appreciate the will they won't they sort of thing, but like I also want to see them get together eventually. There's a lot of characters I've seen that I want them to like be together. Um, man, it's I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to describe the anime because I'm trying to remember like the first few episodes. They were pretty good stuff, like some good episodes overall for season one. Um, They also had some episodes where they like explain the character's origins here and there, and it's like properly like well put, I'd say. And it pretty much is just done overall pretty well throughout the anime. Um, I think like I definitely think this anime is gonna be one of my favorites. I'm just hoping that like there's some other good ones that I've seen because there's some other ones I've seen that I really want to watch like Psyche K or Great Pretender. Those ones are on Netflix as well. Um, I don't know. I definitely want to like check those out just to see what's going on with those sort of storylines. Because Great Pretender seems to be like it's more like modern, and Psyche K is also modern. I think it's it's interesting. I think Seven Deadly Sins has introduced me to the world of anime, and I cannot wait. I'm probably gonna watch also One Punch Man because that's kind of similar to some. Because like it's actually no, it's not similar. It's I'm probably gonna get hate for that, but like I think watching characters just pull off incredibly powerful moves and completely like overturn like the entire battle is just impressive to me. I just find that really interesting. Pers what other characters in the anime? There's this guy called Ban. He's sort of like a red jacket looking dude, white hair. Uh, I find him to be just interesting in every way. The fact that like him and Mediolas constantly brawl with each other, and like they treat it as like a social thing. Like, hey, dude, fucking punch him through a wall, and then like Mediolas returns the punch in return, and it's ridiculous. I like those two. I also think Ban's whole backstory behind his powers. His powers are like regeneration. Like he can't be able to like die from a single blow. Like he'll be able to just like be able to fix back his parts. He's like Deadpool in a way. Like he definitely still feels the pain. Um, but like I think his like regeneration is a lot more quick. Uh, But man, he is like his whole backstory and like how he got his powers is like it's heart wrenching and it's also just like really interesting. Cause he met this chick whose name was like what was it, Amelia, I think, I don't know, I can't remember it was. But he met this chick and essentially like they just started bonding over like she's essentially a protector of this like drink called like the eternal youth potion, and essentially like she's meant to guard it from any outsiders. Eventually Ban comes to like find it and like see if he can be able to get a drink of it, but if if he drank it, like then the forest would probably die and there'd be no one left. But like eventually like gives up with the whole push and is like, yeah, you know what, it's not worth it. I'll just go home anyways. And then she's just like, oh, you're just gonna go? You're not even gonna go for the potion anymore? And like eventually Ban starts like having a talk with her. Like they start socializing and like it's really cute how they both like sort of have like a mutual friendship between the two, and like she wants to explore the world but like she has to take care of the tree and like make sure that like like the youth drink never gets stolen, but then a demon attacks the tree, destroys everything. Ban like tries to protect Elia, and like he eventually, oh, Elaine, now I remember her name was Elaine. They he tries to protect Elaine. She gets injured in a crossfire. And like he tries to give her the youth potion so that way like she can be able to live on. Like she takes the potion, but then she like gives it to Ban through kiss, and it like she ends up just sacrificing herself, and it's like one of the like sweetest moments I've ever seen because like it's really an emotional moment. And ultimately, like he wants to get Elaine back because like he wants to keep his promise of like taking her around the world. I believe. I think that's what like he was meant to do. There's also another character, King. He's essentially Elaine's sister, and like when he first like he's essentially like the king of the fairies. Hence the name King. His name is I think what was it? Her- Harold's um I think the only I usually for some reason in the anime I'd call him Bear for some reason, but like I don't know why. I guess it was just like the way his character model looks like, and it's just sort of like, oh, okay, I guess I can call him Bear. But yeah, essentially like he was like the king of the fairies. He wanted to go out and see the world for a bit. Um, and then like when he came back, the whole village was already taken out. Um, and his best friend, who saw like the human who killed the village, like essentially got revenge by killing him and then taking his place. And then since then, he's been doing nothing but like trying to assassinate humans. Um, Meanwhile, like Bear ends up he ends up losing his memory for a while. Then he meets this big character, Diane, who's also another major character in the series, and they both just like share a mutual bond of friendship between each other. Eventually, like King starts developing feelings for Diane. She does the same as well, and it's just like the cutest thing. And they're both kids, by the way. I'll just make that as clear as possible. And it's, I just think it's, and then like eventually he regains his memory and tries to like find his best friend and like take him out to make sure that like he keeps a promise. He doesn't die though at all. But then what is it? Then he like goes back to Diane, but like wipes her memory of him so that way like she doesn't have to like feel the emotional pain of like the emotional weight of having to like protect her all the time and make sure that she's safe because like she definitely he wants her to come with them uh to come with him but like he just feels it's not that strong. Eventually they do meet up again but like she doesn't remember who she is entirely. Like he doesn't remember like she doesn't remember him like by his real name only by like king, that's what it is. So yeah, I think Diane's whole storyline as well, like I think those two characters are like the first shipping candidates that I think of. Like if I were to think of a good ship I think those two would make a great pair. uh and it's just cute seeing them together and just like having just hangouts, just having a nice hangout. Um, so yeah, I definitely think that it's really cool. There's a lot of cool ships I think that happen in the anime. Uh, there's also this other character, Grover. Grover is his name Grover? I think it was Grover because it might not be Grover. Now that I think about it, it might be something else. But yeah, Grover is essentially like he's the smart one of the group, and like, but he's also doesn't know how to read the room. He's essentially like a talkative kind of guy that just like analyzes the situations, but does not like realize that oh, I'm like giving away personal information by like looking into these characters' different like uh, traits without their consent. And like he never actually takes the hit. He never realizes how much of a dick he's actually being in the situation, and that's what I love about him so much. Also, he knows how to take a lot of hits because like he gets stabbed, he's got his head chopped off, and like he just recovers from it that instantly. So I'm assuming that he has like the same like recovery abilities as Ban, but it's like a whole kind of different ability. Then again, a lot of characters in this anime take a lot of hits, and in fact, I'm pretty sure some of them nearly get to the point of like literally just dying. But like they eventually just like able to outsmart the villain, save the day, all that good stuff. Who else have I missed? Hawk is interesting character, I'd say. She's sort of like this. she's a supportive character that just is sort of there. Um, I think just like the way she's just like with the other characters, it it works pretty well. I find her to be hilarious when I'm like just keeping Mediolas in check as well as also like making snarky remarks on each character. It's great. I think her and Elizabeth together like they're both like a really good like team, like friendship. It's good. It's cute, and I find it to just be interesting in my own way. There's also Merlin. She's one of the members. She only gets introduced around like the final episodes of the season, so I don't really know as much about her. But from what I can tell, she's definitely one of like she's definitely gonna be like the cool, charismatic kind of character. Like she's gonna be like sly and also very powerful, I imagine. Also, King Arthur's in this anime for some reason. I don't know why. Um, I didn't know this was like the real freaking world. Cause like, wait, is King Arthur is an actual thing? No, that doesn't make any freaking sense whatsoever. It actually doesn't make sense. It really does not make any goddamn sense. But yeah, I love this anime. Characters are great. The villains are also good. Some of the other supportive characters are pretty nice, I'd say. Um, yeah, it's overall just an interesting anime that I'd probably like recommend to anyone who wants to start off like watching anime, but they're like feeling like, I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe anime is just not for me. And I think, sorry, don't know why I'm getting emotional. I think like for a long time I've always like had this trouble where I've been trying to like watch anime and get into it, and like I think the reason why I was like not able to get into it was because like I just couldn't like find my footing. Like I couldn't find a good starting point since there's so many animes that have so many goddamn episodes for me to watch to the point where I can't be able to find a good one where I can be able to start off, be able to watch it and just enjoy it. So it's been kind of hectic for me being able to like find a proper like anime where I can enjoy the content. But I'm very happy that like I was able to finally start off watching anime. And Seven Deadly Sins is definitely like a good start for me. Um, I'm gonna continue watching. There's like three. I've only watched season one, so I just need to watch the other three seasons. There's also a season 5, I believe. So hopefully I'll be able to find that, and it will be English subtitles with it. Cause Lord knows I am not watching the whole thing in Japanese, and God forbid I watch it in English. Cause while I do enjoy the English voice, I enjoy like full English and being able to understand the words coming out of the characters' mouths. I feel like it's a lot more enjoyable to just have like the characters as they are. Like no anime, like no like actual like anime just speaking like just actual characters speaking Japanese with the subtitles for understanding. I feel like that's a pure way to watch anime. And like if you want to watch anime in like English dub, that's okay. That's perfectly fine with you. If you want to watch anime with like just pure Japanese, maybe because like you just enjoy it and you're able to understand it, then that's true. That's fine. Just make sure that you find like a good dub, cause like I'm very aware in the anime community that like some English dubs aren't very good and don't really represent the anime all that well. So make sure that you find a good anime like sub or dub that like is well acquainted and like you can properly understand what's going on, and it doesn't like retcon or like cut out anything important like for the sake of just like censoring the commentary. But yeah, I think I'm an anime fan now, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of the Seven Deadly Sins. I'm definitely gonna make a character tier list. Um, Eventually, like once I properly like looked at each character from start to finish, um, and like I've properly like gotten through each season, then I will decide to just like look into Seven Deadly Sins character tier lists and properly rank all the characters the way I want to rank those characters because I really just like the characters overall. I really like them. And I hope season two is going to be something interesting for me as far as I'm concerned. Um, I remember talking about, like, I've already talked about how I've had a struggle with anime. Um, oh yeah, I think I was gonna try to watch Dragon Ball first. Like, I was gonna try to find it and be able to watch it, but I realized that Dragon Ball has a lot of episodes, and I then thought, okay, maybe there's other animes I could try, like One Piece. One Piece also has a lot of episodes, so like some of the like well-known animes that are really good have way too many episodes, so it's really hard for me to be able to like catch up. So I'm actually lucky that I was able to like catch up with Seven Deadly Sins at the very least. So hopefully, it's gonna be something that I continue to like. Because I'll eventually watch Dragon Ball at some point. I'll probably just like find some time to properly like watch all of the anime. But to be honest with you, it's probably not gonna happen at any time soon. So I think that is about it as far as commentary goes. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. Um, I guess since we're at the end of the video, I might as well just talk about like what's going on with the whole channel, I guess. Nah, you know what? No, I'll save it for like a separate video, like where I can just like rant about what has been going on and like, cause I don't want to end off on like a really sour note. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. This is just my take on Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know, maybe you didn't like it, but like, I don't know. You love the characters in some way. I thought it was a good anime, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of it. I'm Mr. Boom87, and as always, see you later.